Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I have for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're mainly going to be going ahead and getting our first impression of the man Makoto Yuki himself here, and boy oh boy, I'm actually really excited to play this character. I ended up dipping my toes in a little bit while playing them inside of Tartarus here, which we'll have another video explaining that game mode as well, very well. And I will say that is actually really hard actually, but I want to go ahead and try him out for the most or at least for the most part, explaining exactly what he can do inside of this video. So if you guys are interested in this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are gonna have this man fairly soon. I actually got kind of lucky, and I want to say it was like my second multi. I ended up getting, and I had zero pity. Second multi or third multi ended up getting Marion, so I am on guarantee. So no matter what, I'm getting this character. The question is, how far are they gonna make me go for this character? That is the true question. And then I think I can either have him by the end of today and also have his weapon by the end of today. We just gotta see. But anyways, with that all out of the way, we have to know, at least yapped a lot. Let's go ahead and at least test out the guy on camera and explain exactly what he does do. So time I've been playing with this character, and so for the most part, for the first impression, I guess you can say, by the time I play this character, of course, we all know he is a single target DPS. He's pretty darn good here as well, and the man gets the job done. Even at A0, he actually is stupid strong, and I think it's just because, one, he's a single target DPSer, two, the man with his 5-star weapon he has a complete kit, which is crazy. Normally some of the characters, they feel like they're lacking a little bit of something when they don't have an A1 or A2 or anything of that nature. Well, this character isn't lacking much of anything. He actually is really good here, and he's able to work with a lot of people. And if you guys have not used him with Turbo, which is probably going to be one of his best characters for this as well, seeing that she helps out with Pin, I would definitely say consider trying, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's actually really fun. Okay, so we're gonna beef up the man here, and how you want to go ahead and use this guy is going to be skill 1, skill 3, skill 1, skill 3, and that's going to be your main rotation. All right, it doesn't matter what dupes you got, really. That's just going to be the way you want to use this guy. So whenever you're using him, he has, of course, the whole UI change. Looks freaking great as always here. And instead of him actually going ahead and what is it called, having other functions such as like guarding and stuff, well, not guarding, I guess, such as like the little things that P5 has here, we have this assist function. Now, assist function here itself does allow you to buff himself, and this is something that you can do within his turn. It is available. So this is always something that you guys kind of want to at least pay attention to, because it does help you out when it comes down to that buffing side that you want to go ahead and use. But as I did say before, he doesn't have a gun. All right, that's good. We don't have any gun type attacks. This is what pretty much replaces the gun type attack, and it's just assist for the most part. With this, he does have his sword attack. He has, of course, support being, of course, the Navi here. But when it comes down to his actual move sets, we have melodic blaze, moonlit hymn, and scarlet devouring blaze. To pretty much get this scarlet devouring blaze here, you want to use this skill 1 here, and this gets you enough stacks for the moon phase. Once you have enough of these moon phases, you then can use the current ones that you do have, which you need at least 2 of these said stacks here. Use those current stacks, and it allows you to do an OP move here. So if we go ahead and use this immediately, the skill 3 does something like this. We got Orpheus, and then he pretty much sends a tactical nuke down onto the earth. So I mean, like, it was pretty darn cool, I won't even lie to you, and it's really powerful actually. Just playing around with the character at A0 and having the weapon earlier, my friend was just using them and just having some fun with them, and was easily hitting, like, I want to say 1 mil out of nowhere. We had like 500 to 800k. Like, we're hitting some really good numbers for a low awareness character. So it really shows that this character has been well thought through. He's actually really powerful, and I have another video that's going to be coming out tomorrow setting up pretty much what's going to be happening in the next few updates, because with the next characters that are coming out, you definitely want to get your hands on Makoto, and you want to at least try to get one of each of those characters here, because at the end of the day, he does buff C's. We only see a little bit of what he can really do right now. We don't even see the real potential of this character, because there are no other C's members that are out in the game currently. We only have, of course, him. But seeing his other passive allows him to buff C's members it actually makes him way more busted than normal. Just we won't be able to see that later, or at least until later here. Now, we have no stacks. You guys can notice this, of course, at the bottom right here, in which his thing is also, instead of highlight, is its thirds here. And you can actually have two different ones here. You have the support third that actually helps you out thoroughly when it does come down to at least the support side of things. This is going to be the one that you would practically use all the time if, like, let's say what's it called, you want something that helps out increasing like your support amount, being pin or attack. That's going to be your go-to for that. So of course, if you don't want anything support related or anything like that, then you would go ahead and change it around a little bit here. And that's where this one comes in handy, which is more of his DPS. Pretty much Makoto is a DPS no matter what. He's always going to be a DPS. So what you want to go ahead and do is take out and use that DPS related move. Alongside of this, of course, he does some decent damage. Now we're back on his turn. We can't use this anymore. Just keep that in mind. So now that that's gone here, we can go ahead and see and get our stacks back up. We have no stacks currently. So if we use this here, we got our stacks back up, and we can then use that really powerful move that we used the first round as well. Really going to be helpful here. So I mean, like, at the end of the day, I really like this character. I feel like he's doing really good, and just based off of what he can do currently, this is without an actual team that's like dedicated to him, aka the series members. I feel like he's doing more than enough. I feel like he's doing way more than enough here. But of course, it's going to be more and more times till we see it. Now, for some of you guys, this is just my first example of, or my first impression of. Until I get my hands on the character myself, I can't really show you guys my build just yet. But once I get my hands on the character, you can bet that we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna try our hardest to make sure this character is as beefed as possible, so you guys can really see what he can do. But just because I really just wanted to do this here, of course, let's just nuke him one last time. Nuke him one last time. Hit him with the wait, yeah, and boom. I'm sorry, man. That's it's just too cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But this character himself is one of the few characters that I will say is going to be very fun to utilize. You don't need dupes for him so far, just off of playing him. I can gladly say dupes are not really a necessity. Sure, if you do want to go for dupes for this character, I would possibly tell you guys to maybe stop on the first dupe. The second dupe is a little bit of a stretch, but is also really good as well. But that first dupe, I feel like, is more than enough. If you really want to give yourself an extra edge, that first dupe is really all you need. If you want to go the extra mile, go for dupe 2. Other than that, I would suggest not touching any more dupes unless you're just gonna straight up well out for A6, because man, oh man, does he deal some damage, especially with the right team. Now, do keep this in mind. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a heads up because this is gonna be on the next video. We have confirmation that Yukari is going to be next, and after Yukari will be Akihiko. Keep this in mind. I will thoroughly talk about this very soon, but Yukari is going to be somewhat like a cord for the Seas members, who's also a healer, and Akihiko is most likely going to be mandatory for all of us, seeing that he is going to be an electric and physical DPSer, who's also AoE. So I would suggest you guys take that with a grain of salt. Try not to mess with it too much. And yeah, we'll see what happens then. But we're gonna try and get, of course, Makoto's outfit and get him later on. Hopefully I see you guys eventually soon, because we're gonna try and stream eventually sometime this week here, whether it's on my main account or my alt, or either my alt account. But till next time, everybody, thank y'all for watching and have a wonderful freaking day. Peace.